So this is a webinar, and then you can just press a button, and then it's live streamed on YouTube, and it's also, you don't have to upload it in anymore.
So you have to make a webinar in Zoom.
Jacob is also there. Yeah, so I have a webinar, and then you say in the more button,
Again.
Jacob, you're sitting. You're in a restaurant or so, or what?
No, this is my weird looking office.
Okay, okay, looks good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So what brings you back together today?
Kit's been in New York for some family business, and so we had a RChain meetup with just the people who've been involved on Monday, and Kit's been continuing to have meetings. I'll let him speak for himself.
Yeah, it's a social week in New York. We got all the RChain people who could show up, 6 of them on Monday, to gather together. And well, for me, it was the first time face to face with all of them, and for some of them maybe. And that went well. It was convivial, and we hashed out some issues, and we're not done. So there's another meeting planned tomorrow, Thursday, at lunchtime, which is taking place at Nathan's co-working space, which is called Pencil Works. It's in Brooklyn. And today I'm visiting Jacob to see his period office. It dates from a certain time, and it has a definite charm, I must say. And we just sat through part of the dev stand-up, and now we're checking in with you guys.
Hey, so are you going to be live tomorrow at all?
We talked about that, but you know, it would be good if I try to nail that down with Nathan. I'll do that. See if we can get a Zoom set up.
Yeah, you can use my room. You know, there's no problem with that. Check your schedule.
All right. The plan is to meet at lunchtime, and in Telegram, I said 12 o'clock, but I think everyone's going to be late, of course, so it'll probably end up being 12:30 or so. But let's try to do that. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Get more faces involved remotely.
Awesome.
Okay, maybe I have some interesting news. Maybe Jim knows this girl, Chantal Penning. Do you?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
I know. You know,
she's a Dutch girl living in Australia, in Sydney, and I want her to host this meeting. And our main goal is to give the word at everybody, and to make a summary of this meeting, and then put it in the monthly newsletter and so. And when she's doing well, then she could do that also for a hangout, for the correct hangout. So
RChain member.
That's my idea.
Yes, and definitely. Do it.
Yeah. And anyway, we need more women on the screen. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much happening, and there's so many things we can do if we can be organized and keep meeting notes and, good meeting. And RChain's been doing a fantastic job, and he needs some help.
Yeah.
And, glad it's good you're getting it. But, we can consider projects where we build infrastructure for the collective, and at the same time offer that tech we trust to others for rock.
Yeah.
But that's something to think about, and there's a number of activities in Digital Life Collective, which where the model of how the ones who support, the members in becoming, decentralized and using tech we trust. Is a value we can provide to the members. We can help them be self-sufficient and be part of the ecosystem and our governance system. And but I think offering services to members is the first part of it. But we can also earn money by offering that to other people as well. Members get it free.
Which services?
Well, primarily, onboarding into the decentralized systems and software and governance and tokens. This is, a world that we want to make them RChain ready, so to speak. But I think so I've been involved in many of the value proposition discussions in digital life and things, and I think there's some good ideas there that we may want to consider. Because it's really, like 1% of members that do all the work, and but the other 99% are inactive. But in order for us to grow and scale and provide value to our members, it has to be economically scalable, and we can do that. By charging rock for services, okay, or if not charging, I like the earning model for within the co-op, but the economic scalability comes in when we get rock for doing it for people outside.
Yeah. I've also a question to you. In February, there is a conference in Perm in Russia, and it's organized by Like.com. And I would like to go there. So what do you think if there is an issue for reimbursing of the travel cost in rock? It would be nice. So, and
yes, say more about the conference. Tell us about the conference. I'm not opposed.
So, and in fact, that's for every conference or meetup that you organize. So Kit, for him, this is, in fact, it's a business trip, you know. He says it's a family trip, but okay. It's also a business trip. So I think his flight cost could be reimbursed in ROC. And that's kind of double spending, you know. You buy yourself a ticket in USD and you get reimbursed in ROC. So it's a wonderful situation. We have to, and it's the last year that we can profit from these kind of things. And it's also for holidays. If you go to, let's say, Morocco, for example, and you organize their meetup, then your holiday travel will also be reimbursed. And maybe 2 nights hotel.
Wow.
But
So this is wonderful marketing.
HJ, can I come with you?
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. We could also go to Brazil, for example, organize there a meetup, you know? And
well, you know, we don't want to raise too many eyebrows so that the compensation committee has to get involved, but
no.
We do want to spend ROC.
Jim, you don't understand anything of it. We have the 3 pirate rule. That's clear, you know. 3 pirates, the 3 activists, they set the budget, and then it's set. Yeah. And then after that, you need 3 people to get a reward. So that's
I wish
the committee is not installed for judging those kind of decisions. It's more that they provide services to this system that it's becoming very simple to create. So that's my idea of the company.
HJ, in the future, when we have like 1,000 members or 5,000, 10,000 members, would we ever consider risks to the 3 pirate rule, or is it like set in stone forever? I'm fine with it right now, obviously, but I'm just wondering.
No, it has to go also with millions of people.
And so it will work for millions of people without. But to what end? I mean, you can imagine people. I mean, our lunch is maybe a valid 3 pirate rule thing, but like if I want to go on vacation and I don't want to do a meetup, like who's going to know in Hawaii if I do a meetup? It could be abused, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Then if you abuse, then you get controlled by your peers. And your peers will say, you fuck up, you know. So why do you do this? This is not good for RChain. It's your responsibility to do it. If you abuse the system, then you will get a lot of critics and your image will be destroyed.
But here's one example. If someone can do a crazy abuse, say for writing my name on a piece of paper, I want 1 million rocks. I get 3 friends and 3 friends, and I make 1 million rocks, and I never need to do it again, and I go away with 1 million rocks. I don't care if my friends catch me after. I've already run away with my 1 million rocks. Well, that's a problem.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's these kind of situations. Maybe you can put more rules in it to constrain the idea, you know. If there's some fool who is asking, in your example, 100 million rock, then you say, well, this is crazy, you know. So, but that will be noticed by other people. They say, oh, that guy is not okay, or that girl is not okay, so he doesn't get his budget. And you can vote it also down. You know, you have if you have 30 people and 3 people are asking for 1 million, and the others minus 1 million, then you're zero, you know.
I never thought of putting minus. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's a punishment. So like that.
I like it. It's radical. I like radical.
And if it's not good, then okay, then you learn from it, you know.
Maybe it just needs approval from one of the elder RChain members, pirates.
Brandon, you're older than us, right?
No, I would say so. Everybody is immediately in, you know, until it goes out of control, you know. If people behave normally, then it's okay. If they don't, well, then you have to apply rules.
Hey, are you going to have any RChain meetups in Amsterdam or the Netherlands, HJ? I'll come for that.
Yeah, I would love to organize it with Kit. And that will be not in Amsterdam, but in The Hague. Because there's a beautiful center sponsored by the government, and it's an innovation center. It's called The Hague Tech. And we can host about 100 people there. And we have good audio equipment and video screens and so. So we want to do that. In fact, it should be the headquarters of RChain there. For not the headquarters just for Holland. Huh? I mean, the United States first and Holland second. You know, so.
I say Holland first.
So, Brendan, you are near to Amsterdam then, or?
I like Amsterdam. I'm in Seattle, so I will gladly come for an RChain meeting in Amsterdam or Netherlands, Holland, any of that region.
Yeah, well, Amsterdam is not far away. It's like 50 kilometers, like 40 miles or so. So it's easy. Holland is very small, you know, so. Yeah. So we had a kind of a bummer this weekend. The Discord server went down. The phone of Greg got hacked, cloned. I read a bit about it, how you clone a phone. It's very interesting. I mean, you clone a phone and you keep the password. You have access to everything on the phone. So it's pretty dangerous. But luckily, not a lot of funds got stolen. So I hope that the damage is not so big. But it puts also the fact we have now a Google Drive on Greg's name, and maybe we should create a RChain Google functional address, and then put it all the documents there. Okay. Yeah. So maybe we could call it r.chain@gmail.com, something like that.
Actually, I want to point out that it's sad that this hack happened, but it did point out the fact that we have this centralization, which is a single point of failure, and we shouldn't have that.
No, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's so unsafe on the internet. It's 10 times unsafer than walking in the street. I got also hacked, poor me. And it was for an amount that was bigger than the hack on Greg's phone. So
When?
It was 3 weeks ago. Something like that.
If that's not a lot of money, then I need to hang out with you more.
More than 400K?
Yes, yeah. So sometimes you start dreaming and then you think you're rich, and the other day you see, oh, my balance is zero. What the heck? No.
So do you have any words of wisdom for us? Because, some of us maybe have a lot to learn.
Yeah, so buy first a Trezor, a hardware wallet. Even on a comprised computer, you can safely do transactions. Because the private keys, they never leave this Trezor. So
what were you using before?
nothing. Paper wallets. But it had also to do with the Byteball stuff, because Byteball said if you put your Bitcoin on one address and you make that address known to Byteball, then you will get bytes. So I started centralizing my Bitcoins on a few addresses. And then, then this happened. And this hack was done, about 13 people got hacked in the same way. And I don't know how you can, maybe I should have mentioned it to the police, but what do you do in such cases?
It was a bipole, you said?
Sorry?
Where were they all stored? Bipole?
No. The Byteball knew at the time a few public addresses of me. And they had an airdrop scheme. So that was you make your address of Bitcoin known, and then you get a number of bytes according to the amount of that address. So.
Was that actually a Byteball initiative, or was it a fictitious actor?
But Byteball has nothing to do with this hack. So.
And when you say you were storing on paper wallets,
Byteball had something to do with it. I concentrated my Bitcoin on a few addresses. That's what happened. But Byteball has nothing to do with it.
When you said that before you were using paper wallets, that means you were printing out your private keys. And were you also storing a JSON or something on your computer? Or you were having nothing on your computer?
The private key is enough on a paper wallet.
So someone stole your paper? No, that wasn't that. So
No.
Yeah.
They went into the application Electrum.
I don't know what that is.
And there they put from one wallet on Electrum, they emptied it completely.
So they got into Electrum.
Yeah. But it happened also with other applications. So
it was like malware.
Yeah, probably it was malware, because you have also this Bitcoin Gold and so. And Bitcoin Cash, and if you don't download the proper application, then a virus maybe, or some malware maybe into the zip, and then. So you have to be extremely careful, and that's why I went into the Trezor business now.
HJ, what are you doing for New Year's?
Probably I'm driving.
Brandon, you gonna be in New York?
I'll be there.
Let's hang out.
Sounds good. I'll let you know where I'll be and when.
I guess I should have come.
Yeah, Jim.
Yeah, the problem in The Hague, there's always a lot of fireworks on the Old Year's Eve. And individuals can do whatever they want with fireworks. So it's like a war is starting, and it's the whole night long.
I like to travel, but you know, I'm traveling enough. I'm going to IIW again, as well as the governance conference. But you know, I'm looking to get down to work, bringing 2 guys on board who are colleagues of mine back from the NJIT days, who I've worked with on and off over the years. And they want to start making some stuff happen also in the cooperative. And, you know, we're working on the single sign-on problem, and we'll see some activity on that in GitHub now. Gurinder joined the co-op, but he didn't get around to KYC, and now Discord is down. So I sent him to the new Discord, and it's not too much of a priority for him. Hopefully he can join this call and get to meet him. I should have sent him the link earlier.
What is this?
Yeah, we're out of time. But I think there's awesome stuff we can do. And, you know, we can bring on people to get the work done, and, you know, make the social ledger, which is version 2.0, which is our own take on it, targeted for RChain and other things. But I think it's time for another meeting.
What's the status of the location of the governance conference?
It's in Seattle.
That's really a bad idea. And we should try to change that.
Vote.
I mean, it's okay, you know. You just have to organize a new governance meeting. You must not. I just think you have not. It's not good to frame people, you know. If you don't think it's good, do something else.
Yeah, and it's clear that they weren't cooperating. We had the processes set up, the voting, and they just hijacked the whole thing.
Yeah. So, but this is also very interesting. If they do that, then the whole organization is doing that.
Yeah.
So,
Look at ventures, huh? But we should go on the other call, right?
yeah. Yeah. So, what is the top is always an example for what's below. So if the top is doing that, then you can expect that that's also on the lower levels going to happen. In fact, it's a very bad thing, but we will move to the other side. Thanks. Cheers.